Hey everyone, are you a video game player just like me? Do you love playing video games as much as I do? But have you ever felt like you're playing too much? Have you ever wondered how gaming addiction works and how it affects people? Would you like to learn about its early signs as well? Have you ever been curious to know about how gaming addiction can be prevented? If the answer is yes, well, you've come to the right place. I'm a gamer myself, and I've been really interested in these topics. As I did more research, I found that the information should be told to more people. So that's why I'm creating this video. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, before I get started, let me tell you a little something about myself. I started playing video games at age 9. The first game that I played was Need for Speed on my dad's old computer. I was really in love with this game since it had a lot of fast-paced action, and at the time I really liked racing cars, and this game was all about that, so I was very interested. Then, at age 11, I got my first ever gaming console, which was an Xbox One. I was finally able to play games that were not available on desktops, and now I was even more interested in the gaming industry. At age 13, I was finally allowed to play games online using the Xbox Live Gold feature. Here, as I was finally able to play with my friends, I was able to enjoy games more and use video games as a form of socializing as well. One of the very first video games that I played was Forza Motorsports 5, which was a racing game. Let's take a look at the game. Now, as you can see, the game also had some very amazing graphics, and since it was also part of that race car racing theme, I was also interested in that. And this was a game that was only available on Xbox, so now that I was able to finally play it with friends and enjoy the graphics at the same time, I was hooked. Now, before we go into addiction, what are video games? Well, any of various interactive games played using a specialized electronic gaming device, or a computer, or mobile device and a television or other display screen, along with means to control graphic images. As you guys now know, there are many types of games. These include action games, adventure games, sports games, and more. To the picture to the left, you can see that this person is playing FIFA, which is a sports game and is a virtual playing soccer or football in some countries. And it's a way to enjoy it virtually while also being able to control your favorite players in the pitch. Now, is gaming even really that big? Well, in 2020, the gaming industry is worth more than 150 billion US dollars. That is a large sum of money. And 2.69 billion people play video games, which is about 38% of the world population. That is also a large sum of people. According to the graph on the right, by the year 2023, 3.07 billion people will be playing video games. That is an even larger number. Now, some popular video games include Minecraft, which is an adventure game, Pokemon, which is also an adventure/action game, and Fortnite, which is a shooting/action game. Now, that we know what a video game is, what is gaming addiction? Video game addiction, or compulsive or uncontrolled use of video games in a way that causes problems in other areas of the person's life. It can have a lot of negative effects on the person's mental and physical health. Here, let's take a look at one of the most famous Fortnite streamers and her reaction to her winning her first solo victory. Game.
Our first solo victory! We did it! Oh my god.
As you can see, she had a very happy reaction, and this is due to the release of dopamine, which I'll be specifying later. And also, during her win, she experienced success, which in her case was winning the game, and also she played to get a reward. In this case, the reward was getting a win on her stat line. Now, what makes games addictive? Games allow there to be a release of dopamine, as I previously mentioned from the video. Dopamine is a release of a feel-good chemical that happens when someone experiences success. So, such that can come from these games. And also, video games allow you to escape reality, which means that you go into your own world with these characters and you literally have full control of them. Also, games reward players based off their performance, which makes people want to play more so that they can do better in game. Also, as I previously related with my personal experience, games allow you to engage with friends, which means that I can play with people from almost everywhere in the world who have similar platforms as me and also have online features. This makes me want to play games more and makes people overall want to play games more as well. And also, games make you feel in control. Since you are in your own world, you feel like you have the responsibility of controlling that character in game. And you are given that challenge and mission to make that character do its or succeed in its mission. And also, games make you relief from stress. For most people, they take to gaming when they are stressed or they need a break from real life. And also, it's very essential for some people to play games. Now that we know what gaming addiction is and what makes games addictive, how do you know if a person is a video game addict? Well, a person is classified as an addict when they allow gaming to be an important part of their routine, which means that they play games for more than 3 hours a day, or when gaming is taken away, they are irritated, sad, have anxiety, and other symptoms are present, or when they lose interest in other hobbies. And a person could be considered a game addict when they lie to family members, friends, or others just to play more games or spend more time on gaming, or when their performance in academics and other areas of their life become worse. That could also be an early sign of a game addict. And when gaming becomes a predominant activity in their daily lives, as previously mentioned, where the person plays for more than 3 hours a day, that means that gaming is a addiction. Now, what are some effects of gaming? Well, physically, gaming addiction has a lot of negatives. These include poor hygiene, fatigue, strain on your eyes, headaches, back or neck aches, problems in your hand, or unhealthy weight loss or gain. Emotionally, they could lead to more aggression and violent behavior, stress, anxiety, depression, and loss of interest in other activities. Socially, they can lead to social isolation, loss of relationships with friends and family, low self-esteem, and poor interpersonal skills. Now, for the main part of my video, prevention of gaming addiction. The first way to prevent gaming addiction is to use ESRB ratings. The ESRB is a company that rates all video games professionally. This allows there to be a less chance of a person being addicted to a game, since now they're playing games that are of their age limit. So if a guardian wants to purchase a game for a kid, they could look at the age ratings that are shown below in the picture and refer to those for a better understanding on what the game contains. The ratings include early childhood, E for everyone, E10 plus, teen, mature 17 plus, adults only 18 plus, and adults only 18 plus. Also, you can set up screen limits. iOS and Android devices all have features in which you can set up screen limits for each app and also see how much time you're spending on each app based off its category. And if you feel like you're spending too much time on a certain app, you can set a limit. So the phone will notify you when you've crossed that limit or when you're about to cross that limit, and then on you won't be able to use that app, which is better for self-control too. And also, consoles like the Xbox and PS4 have built-in screen limit setups and parental controls as well. This allows parents, or even yourself, to control how much time you spend on games. And it is very good if you want to spend more or less time on gaming. If you see the picture to the right, this is an iOS device, and this is the screen for screen time. It shows you exactly how much time you're spending on a certain category of an app, and here you can also set screen limits, as you can see at the bottom of the picture. I found 3 steps to quit excessive gaming too. Step 1. Break through the psychology that keeps you gaming. Since your brain tricks you into thinking that gaming is an absolute need, you have to be fully committed and determined to quit that thought and train your mind to think otherwise. Step 2. Avoid boredom and find new hobbies. Since people take to gaming just to spend time or just because they're bored, that means that they have to look to other hobbies to spend their time on. Step 3. Stop wasting your time on gaming and be more productive. For some people, gaming makes them procrastinate on real life tasks, which is a very negative thing, as you can't be as efficient anymore, and spending time on gaming is taking up that time. So if you don't waste your time, you can be more efficient and productive overall. I also found more interesting steps to quit gaming. First, you need to understand why you play games. Is it because they give you a temporary escape and help you get away from the situation? Or is it because they're social and give you a sense of belonging and you get to hang out with friends and like-minded people? Or is it because you get to see your progress and you get instant gratification and it's like a feedback loop? Or is it because you get to see that you're given a challenge or a mission and you have a goal to work towards? Now that you know why you play, you need to find those same needs in other activities. For example, if you feel like you play video games just to socialize with friends, you could do other activities such as play sports or do hiking trips, camping trips, etc., and also socialize at the same time. Next, you need to plan ahead. Make sure that you follow a strict schedule and have a daily agenda. This allows you to be more productive overall. Next, distance yourself from games as much as possible. Do not follow gaming news and unsubscribe from all gaming related streams. Finally, join groups with people who have similar goals as you. Since the world is a very virtual related world now, you can find many groups online which have people who have the same goals as you. This can help you develop faster. Yoga is one of the most effective ways to quit gaming. And since yoga is a very essential method, I'm going to give you guys some poses that you can practice to quit gaming addiction. Step 1, or pose 1, which is the pranayama pose. Let's take a look to this video for how it's done.
Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom Pranayama is
The
alternate
pranayama
breathing
is a
through the
breathing
left and
technique,
right
as you can
nostrils.
see, and allows you to really
Sit
relieve
in
stress
meditative
and focus
posture.
on yourself.
Keep the spine straight.
Next is a fish pose. Let's take a look to this video and see how it's done.
And bend your elbows, pressing your
As you
forearms
can
down
see,
to help lift your back
it is a
up,
very
raising your
physical
chest,
related yoga
head,
pose
shoulders,
and
upper
allows
back,
you
and
to
upper
stretch
arms
out
off
your
the floor.
back muscles
Step 4.
and
Drop your
overall
head back,
focus on your
allowing the
body,
top of
and
your
you
head
have
to
to
rest
remain
on
in
the
that
mat.
position for
Your weight
a
should
couple
remain
of
mostly
seconds
on your
or
elbows.
even minutes at some times.
If you feel any
This
strain in
makes
your neck or throat,
you focus on
lower
your
your
body
back slightly
much
or
more,
put a folded towel under your neck and
allowing
back
you
for more.
to take your stress off. The final pose that I have for you guys is the downward facing dog.
Namaste everyone, welcome back to Yoga and You. With your fingers separated
As you can see
and
on
your
the
legs
person
are
on the mat,
placed with your heels
it's a
completely
very physically challenging
touching
yoga
to the
pose
floor.
and
what happens
requires a
when you
lot
do
of
this,
focus
there is
from
an
the body
extended
and also allows you
position in
them
your back.
to
Lower
stretch
back becomes
very
extended,
heavily.
so your hip goes up and then you can relax. As you relax, you keep your knees down on the floor.
Finally, let's go on to the quiz. Make sure to answer these questions in the comments below. Explain some symptoms of gaming addiction. Question 2. What are some examples of video games? Question 3. What are some examples of prevention methods of gaming addiction? Question 4. What are some things that make games addictive? Thank you everyone. Hope my video was effective. See you guys. Hey everyone, it's Kevin again. I hope my video was informational and served its purpose. My goal was to inform you guys all about gaming addiction, and hopefully my video served its purpose and achieved its goal. Make sure to answer those quiz questions in the comments below, and make sure to like the video as well. Thank you everyone. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye.